Hello, 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 everybody. How are we? How are we? How are you guys doing? Kendrick here. That's my name.
And I'm Rochelle.
And you are live with Kendrick and Rochelle, and we're excited to be on here with you guys this evening. Um, my goodness, the week goes so quick, isn't it?
Tell me about it. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah, it
believe
goes
it.
so quick. And thank you so much for jumping on. Please let us know where you're joining from, so that we can give a shout out to you. Hey, our people there from Amazing Store. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Thank you so much for jumping on, Ravis. Good to have you guys. Um, so once again, we're going to be short and sweet today.
You always say that
Yeah,
every week.
I always say that, and
Short and
hopefully,
sweet, like me.
hopefully,
Like me. Short and sweet, like me.
yes, absolutely, short and sweet. um, but yeah, we just going to continue the conversation today.
You're gonna do a recap from last week. Can you remember?
What we spoke about last week. Yeah, we touch on the triple A, which is affection, attention, and appreciation.
Yeah.
So that was the conversation last week. This week we're not sure what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. You know what you're gonna talk about. Come on.
This week we're not sure. Now it's now the reason why I said is because we kind of like just want the conversation to flow, and it's not so much to have anything scripted. So
We don't do
there's
anything.
there's a danger about this here. It's like you come on
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
you come on
We
here,
like loose cannons,
and
isn't
then
it?
you realize, oh my goodness, I don't think we should have said that. But at least if you know our heart,
You know
then
where we're coming
then
from.
you know where we're coming from. But that's not an excuse just to run your mouth like you're having verbal diarrhea. She was saying last week, she was saying to me, but listen here, this week, yeah, no, remember I told you guys, I think I'm going to be sorted out when I come out of here. Last week I mentioned that. She was like, what, why? But why? I'm asking, like, what do you mean? Why were you so talkative today? It's like, was I? Because I'm a quiet one. She's the one.
Exactly.
She's the one that usually talks quite a bit. For those of you that knows us, um, but yeah, I'll try to be, to behave today. I always try to behave anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
No,
but you never achieve it, honey. I'm sorry. Always go off at a tangent.
really.
Yes, but let's focus. See now, look at now. We're getting off on a
No.
tangent.
Okay.
Let's focus. Let's
So
start. Let's start what we're gonna discuss because we have to be time conscious.
yeah, we'll have to be
Yeah.
time conscious. I know you guys gotta, and I think because the clock has changed,
Mm-hmm.
most of the guys from from SA, it's an hour later now, isn't it?
Well, probably.
For
I
the
hope so.
9:30.
Yeah, because
I
now,
think
yeah.
I think I'm calculating it correct, right. But anyway, um, for us on here, thank you so much, just to have you guys on here. And so are you gonna help me with the conversation
Yeah, you're
today?
gonna start it, Annie.
You
Always
gonna-
start
you
it. I'll end it.
You- Okay, all right. No, that's fine. But just to kind of like do a quick recap on what we spoke about last week was obviously affection. Um, the importance of showing affection. I remember I told you guys that your angel spoke to me. I saw a hand coming down on me and say that, Kendrick, this is what you need to do, and this will improve your marriage. No, this is just a joke, okay? It's not true. I just had an unction.
A revelation.
I had an unction that
Your wife pushed you in that direction.
yeah, you pushed me in a lot of directions.
I
Actually,
do. I do. That's what
Yeah.
I'm here for. I'm like your helper. I'm here to make you into a better person.
yeah, and you're doing a great job.
I know
You're
I
doing
am.
a
Thank
great
you.
job. Let me
It's
just
kind
put
of
my
you to
let me
say
just
so.
put my collar down.
Yeah.
I look like a mafia.
Like a thug.
Like a thug. Yeah.
Right, let's get with it, baby, because time is precious, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. So affection, yeah. So we spoke about how much of affection she's showing me and why that is important for her to show me a lot of affection, because it's important for the lady to show a lot of affection to the man. Why is that? So I'm just that no, showing affection towards to each other. Why is it important? Because it keeps the light burning in the fire.
Yeah.
It keeps the
It
fire.
inspires the other up to kind of want to do more and
Yeah. And attention, I think the attention was the other one. You said you love attention. That's your favorite one.
yeah.
But you said
To
you
be
love
acknowledged.
attention from me.
Yes,
I think that's a
definitely.
key one.
Don't
Yeah.
like to be ignored at all.
I
Because you
think,
can be in the same house, even in the same room, but you can be preoccupied with different things.
yeah.
And the other half, not just the talking about myself, but even
Yeah, yeah.
yourself, you could feel ignored.
Yeah, yeah. No,
You're tidying me
I'm
up.
just tidying you up. Yeah.
Stop.
Sorry.
You always feel, like but you can still feel ignored, and go through the day and think, oh my gosh, did I actually see Ken last night? Yes, I did, because he was sitting across from me or on the other side and busy
Yeah, but
talking on your phone. But you know what I mean. So attention is something that you should take very seriously.
but on our journey, how am I doing? If you have
Yeah,
to,
you're doing very
wait,
well.
wait. If you have to rate me between,
Oh gosh, please don't go there, Annie.
no, wait. I'm just.
You're on 7.
Hey, at
7.
least I thought I was gonna get a 9.5.
No, you're on 7. Because when you get to this stage in the marriage,
Yeah.
it's different from when you were younger, and then the middle stage of your marriage.
Yeah.
Early marriage, middle stage. Now,
Yeah.
as you get older, you actually
Okay.
have to work even more harder, because
Okay.
you kind of take things for granted in the journey that you've been.
Okay.
You think, oh,
Okay.
I've been there, I've been done that. It's been a while. It should be fine. No, I think we become more almost like we need more affection, more attention.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's key, because when you, the more you progress in your relationship, talking about us now.
Yeah,
remember
this is
now.
about us.
Remember now.
Disclaimer, this is
remember
the
now.
Rochelle and Kendrick's journey.
Remember now is every time when we make a point, it's
Relating to us.
It's relating to us. So
Yeah.
we just want you guys to keep that in mind. So when we're talking about keeping things, sorry, I lost my train of thought now.
Talking about the affection.
Affection, yeah, that's right. When we're talking about affection, is what I've noticed is the more I kind of like show affection, it kind of like it has a tangible effect on how a relationship is progressing. And I think the longer you are, the longer that we continue on this journey, it's kind of like, I think you have to make more effort.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen because I woke up this morning and the first thing you do is you being, that would be great if the first thing you do you being affectionate.
Yeah.
But sometimes it has to be.
Yeah, it's like the simple things and the little things, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like getting up in the morning, and it's nice to just give your other half a kiss, a cuddle. Good morning, baby. It's like we do that with our children all the time, isn't it? Charlotte cannot even get up in the morning without me saying to her, she says, "Good morning, Mama," and I say, "Good morning, Shashi. I love you." And kisses all over, and then she gets out. And by the way, she gets into her bed now in the morning, so we always find her in bed with us in the mornings.
Yeah, imagine.
So, but it's just learning even from children is so important, because she always wants a kiss and a cuddle. And even when you're sleeping and you haven't woken up, you feel the wet kisses on your face, don't you?
Yeah, so she likes that. It's kind of like
yeah, it's very affectionate.
Common.
So I think it also inspires. I think you can see your affection levels as well, because your children tend to mimic what you do as well.
Yeah.
So I do like that. I like to put kisses and cuddles in the morning. I like to be acknowledged. I don't know, you like to be acknowledged. I like to acknowledge you in the mornings.
So then affection is key. Then we're not arguing that.
Of course
we know it's
attention.
So can you please do a little bit more of that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely,
yes, ma'am.
Right, let's move on, baby.
All right. And the other one was attention, affection, and appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, appreciation is also key.
Yeah. Saying thank you for the things that you would normally take for granted, isn't it?
Yeah, in our relationship, to appreciate each other, it's something that, because eventually you can take things just for granted, and that's where you don't want to be there.
It's like the food is expected to be cooked at 7:30 on the table, and then the day she doesn't or he doesn't do it, you think, oh, what's happened there? No, don't always expect it. Always be grateful when it happens, and it's like, thank you so much. It also eventually it makes the person who's doing it and even yourself. Like we do a 50-50 thing in our house, isn't it?
Yeah,
I can't even say I'm the cook all the time. It's like a 50-50 thing.
We've already concluded I'm the best cook in the house. So.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Because
like
Grandma Sheila.
Move on, baby.
All right. So what we want to talk about this evening is like, how we've been kind of like trying to keep things exciting. Now, I know what you might be thinking. When we're talking about excitement, don't let your mind wander all the way upstairs now.
No,
that's not the only place where you can keep things exciting. Now, I think the longer for us now, I think let me just stay where we are. The longer for us, how kind of like being in this relationship, sometimes you can get bored. It's like you become predictable. I was like,
Yeah.
I know what how she's going to respond to certain things, and maybe I know what she will do on a Saturday. I know what
You know each other's routine in and out.
I know what she would
Yeah.
do on a Monday. I know what she would do on a Thursday at 7 o'clock, and it's like, oh my goodness. And you kind of like get bored. It's like life is not a surprise anymore, and now you kind of like have to make that extra effort to keep things.
Suddenly you fake it and look surprised. Yeah.
Like, whoa, I didn't know that. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's important. So we kind of like just want to touch a little bit on that, and just kind of like see how we try to keep things
Exciting.
because for myself, I think I'm sometimes I can get overboard trying to make things that create a certain kind of environment, maybe when she's around and when the kids are around. And sometimes I think because I'm trying so hard, I become more annoying than anything else, because I'm trying to make things exciting. I'm trying to kind of like bring some excitement within
But it's
into
hard
the
work
day.
when you have kids because you can't get rid of them. They're stuck with you, isn't it? And it's an effort. I think I've seen you try, bless you. And I know something is up because you try to get them in the bath quickly, get them bathed, get them distracted. And it's like, oh, come on here. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? It's like, oh, we're having dinner, just me and you tonight. And I'm like, and all the lights are off. There's candles everywhere. I'm like, what is this? It's like middle of the week. I'm tired. Yeah, it's my day off. I just want to chill out. And now you want me to have dinner on the table. So, but it's nice. It's pleasantly surprising because they don't expect it. And the kids are all quiet. You even given them, bribe them or whatever stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do whatever you have
Yeah.
to
No, I appreciate it. I really love it.
to keep
Things alive.
exciting. But I think it does take effort.
It does.
It does take effort, and I think I think maybe one of the, because sometimes when Valentine's.
Oh gosh, yeah. I was thinking about that actually quite now. How you tried to do something and what time you ended up eating dinner was ridiculous because we had to sort the kids out. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I'm saying, like, sometimes for me, I have to make a conscious effort.
Yeah.
To actually make, for example, Valentine's Day.
Because I don't even expect it anymore. But I do like something small. It doesn't matter. It's just some kind of acknowledgement. I'll say I don't want anything. But if you don't do something, oh, you're in the doghouse. It has to be something small. Even a letter, even a flower, or just a note or something. It doesn't have to be bigger.
Yeah.
And I think once ever you didn't do anything. And I said, but you didn't want anything. I'm like, I was upset for a whole week. Do you remember that?
I think that's one I did when I don't know if we just got married in Golden Oaks.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Man, no.
Oh, that's the day when I fell in the bin and I cut my leg open. I'll never forget.
I don't remember that part, though. I remember the part when we went up to the roof.
Yeah.
Take some notes, please. If you No, I'm joking. Now this place where we were living is it had a
I don't know, like
a top
level,
roof,
yeah,
like where you
like
just
a
like
sunroom as well. Sunroom.
So,
but you had to get the keys from the security man.
Yeah, I think that's one where I can remember I really made an effort. Made an effort, and even to keep it
roses and everything. My God, it was beautiful.
Yeah. But do you have any other suggestions? Maybe what we used to do to keep things, or just in general?
What we do in general. We I mean, currently, I mean, things have changed since two older girls have left. In that we were very focused on date night, weren't we? We used to do this date night thing where we would at least try and go out at least once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And get the older girls to babysit and just go out for dinner or for, drinks.
Hey, Mr. Hess, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for jumping on. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I'll continue.
Yeah, and then but that was when the girls were here. Remember, Jordan and Jaden used to babysit for us. But then there was something that we used to do before that. Do you remember Tuesdays when you used to travel into London? Right? Remember when we used to go to church every Tuesday night, and we used to call it happy hour. Do you remember happy hour? That was the best. Oh my word. So it was Tuesday evenings and you travel to London.
Yeah.
It was always like prayer meetings and church meetings on a Tuesday evening, and you travel to London and get home around 9, no, probably 10, 11 in the evenings.
Yeah.
And I'll get the kids all in bed sleeping. They'll be already tucked in, and then you always bring home a takeaway, and this
Man,
was the best
I
ever.
need to give myself a tap on the
That
back.
was the best.
Well
It's called
done, boy.
happy hour.
Well
We call
done.
it happy hour.
So what do? I come home late at night, and I know that she'll be waiting because obviously
I never sleep until you get home.
and then I will come back either with we had this greasy pizza, man. That one was the best. You don't judge me now. You know that you also enjoy
I
a
think
nice.
Money and Bella and probably Tasha and JJ know the place up there, not told her.
Yeah, you
Remember?
also so the pizza was either maybe a McDonald's
Or
or
something, whatever it was.
and we were sit in bed
Or Turkish food. Remember the
or
restaurants?
the
Yeah.
Turkish food,
Golden screen.
and we kind of like would just sit in bed
Oh.
and we would just eat that sucker, man, and that thing would go down nicely, and in the morning when it's time to get up, already Wednesday is the time that you can't get up properly because that pizza is heavy on the stomach. But I think it was worth it. Why? Because we made memories. That's why we can kind of like talk about it
and
today.
it was such exciting time. I was always so excited, and he would send me a text just before the service. Say, "Are you ready for happy hour tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
happy hour, baby.
So good.
It's happy hour." I don't know what you will do during happy hour, but so we ate, and we ate, and then we ate.
Then we started to sit up to digest the food.
But I think because the key is you have to be
Make that conscious effort.
that conscious effort. You have to like say, all right, this is what we do. And I think for us it didn't go that way because we actually planned it. It's just because she would call me like, oh, can you maybe just, it started off like, oh, can you maybe just bring something on your
something nice,
bring something nice, and it became
and
okay every
what
week.
Nice? I don't know. I just want something nice, Then the other things we used to do.
Hey Dan, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much.
Hi, Danny.
Yeah, it is the only way to make it work. Is to make
takeaways.
That's it, sir.
Takeaway loud.
Takeaway. That's it.
Yeah.
Because it helps. Yeah, it does help because sometimes just compare it now. Yeah, if you have to cook, yeah, and try to surprise her, compared to having a takeaway, because sometimes if the cooking can be a little bit bland.
I mean, you can cook for the kids. Make them a healthy meal, that's fine, because we want to be good to our children. And then come 8 o'clock, you're in bed, tucked in, kissed, washed, and then mom and dad's time. 11 at night.
Yeah, at 11 at night, my friend. 11 at night. That's what I'm saying. That's why we will never forget it, because it was a ridiculous hour to eat pizza at night.
That's before we turn 40 now. Digestion comes.
Oh no. Now
stop eating after.
Now, baby, I feel for something. Hey, go to sleep. You can't eat this time of the night. Go to bed.
So now it's like
I'll bring you a glass of cold water.
Hot water, not cold. Hot water.
Oh man.
So the other things we do to keep things interesting is we always check up on each other.
Okay.
Right? Text messages. I love it when I'm having one of those stressful, crazy mental days at work. I get a funny emoji from you.
So how? No. That's good. Listen to what she's saying. She says that.
But I also text you. I was going to say it's a two-way thing.
No.
Okay.
The question is now, because you said one of the ways that we keep things exciting is by text messages.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't sound. I mean, what text? What?
Yeah, but sometimes you send some.
It's like. Now those texts. No. Let me just put it. Okay, those texts mean it's the reason why she says we're keeping it's exciting is because those text messages is not meant for anybody else's eyes. It keeps it.
Sometimes you have to delete it. It's shy when the kids play with our phone.
No,
so you have to delete it.
I don't know. Maybe some of you are like, maybe too sanctified. You don't send your wife any exciting text messages, or even maybe, you can do all kind of things now with iPhone.
Best time the calories don't count after 9.
That's it, my friend.
Didn't count.
That's it, my friend.
We tell ourselves
the calories after 9 o'clock. No, it's like those ones is counts towards tomorrow. It's
okay,
not.
fair. Whatever way it works, we just justify it.
So we were at the text messages. So so the one thing that we do is you keep or even we sometimes we are not even away. Sometimes we in the
You're the
house.
same.
I'm upstairs, she's downstairs, and it's like no, she's a bit too quiet. Let me just, or maybe I'm in the office and she's upstairs, wherever, but we're not in the same room, and I'm just thinking about her. So okay, I want to make sure she doesn't forget about me, and maybe I just drop an image. Or I just drop something just to make sure. Oh, okay, exciting.
But then sometimes that gives your wife false hope. So just
Yeah,
remember
maybe.
what-
Yeah, and sometimes, yeah.
There's
Oh,
an
why did
expectation
you?
after
Why did
that.
you have to say? Oh, you have to be. You have to make sure when you send the text, you will be able to follow up. Because sometimes the text message is like, okay, and now there's some expectation that is attached to that text
Yeah.
message. I was like, oh, okay, all right, baby, that's not what I actually meant, but can we maybe?
Right. Let's follow up on that. For example,
Yeah, go on.
the way to keep things interesting in your marriage also is intimacy is very important.
Yeah.
But it's also the act of intimacy. How do you initiate intimacy? Your wife is tired. She's just had a long day. You don't just come up there and say, "Oh, let's get intimate." No, that doesn't happen. Not in our house, any case.
Yeah, man.
You're just gonna find a rolling pin. It has to be. I think romance is very important, right? You need to
Yeah.
kind of like stir up the atmosphere. Shall I just say it? Maybe a bit of winking, a bit of throwing kisses, checking up on your wife,
Yeah.
giving her a bit of
That-
kiss or hug.
it brings it back to
Yeah.
it's a whole day thing, kind of like, isn't it? Because
Oh, suddenly all week.
sometimes they need to be warmed up for the whole week. So maybe no. Sometimes you want to just do a warm up the hour before. It's like that.
Don't
That's it. No.
happen.
You
You-
ignored me the whole week.
Exactly.
You didn't even say a hi. You didn't even say a
Well, that's extreme.
no.
You don't
I
want
know
it
that's extreme, but let me see. That is the funny.
Yeah, the
Okay,
funny
yeah.
ones and the naughty ones, definitely. Danny.
Text messages the
Amen
most,
to
the
that.
funny ones, maybe
He's
not
very
one.
naughty. I don't want to get funny ones from him. He's naughty.
Listen what he says. Yeah, he says funny ones is a must. Those ones is the must. But maybe the naughty ones.
Oh, definitely.
I
the
think
naughty ones too.
he's hesitating towards the naughty, bro.
This one here is very naughty.
Just try the naughty ones and then you tell
He's
me.
very naughty. This one. You're very naughty.
But because obviously it's whatever you and the missus agree on, please.
Oh, well.
It's like whatever your degree of naughty is. I don't know where your mind is.
No.
But you just try it and see. I know you say maybe, but obviously it's still where you're at.
Yeah.
This is where we are.
Yeah.
I will send her a naughty text and say, "Hey, okay, baby, what's up, girl?" No, I won't go into detail.
Well, not that naughty, but that's naughty for us, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's it. So where were we? Where were we?
Talking about
Go for it.
just intimacy and how you kind of like stir up the atmosphere of intimacy.
Yeah.
I, for example, am a very easygoing person. Let me tell you, I think I like certain things to be set in place for me to concentrate on, reciprocating your advances as such.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Again, this. You're saying, okay, you're confused. But things like, for example, I like, if I'm busy, it's been a stressful day and stuff.
Sorry, my mind just wandered there for a second.
I know
What's the point that you made there?
I'm talking about like, we try to be intimate and
intimacy.
to respond to each other's advances. Like I know certain things that I know I'm gonna get a bit of more TLC. Like when I clean your car, you love it when I clean your car. When I clean your car and your car is clean, I give you nice food, and especially sometimes I'll surprise you with extra meals and stuff. Like, what do you want from me today? You know what I mean? I'm like, I said, no, just let me spoil you, or order you some extra stuff that you like, and or I'll maybe even get one of the older girls to order something for you, and I'll say, oh sis, can you just send it home for daddy, because I don't know how to order stuff on Amazon. I'm not very good at and like things like like going to your office and sorting out your office and prioritizing things that are important to you. What I find that if I prioritize things that are important to you, it just like makes you respond to me more than you normally would. Not that you don't respond to me. Let me get that right. You're very responsive, but sometimes it's just you need a bit more be more responsible, because even ourselves, even if things are fine, we sometimes just want that then some. You know, we want to just be always be in the overflow of affection, not just enough. It always have to be in an overflow.
Now, I think that brings us back to you actually have to know. I have to know her to be able to do certain things.
You mean read my mind? No, sorry.
No, we passed the stage. I don't read
You
minds.
always come back to that.
I told her, please. I don't want. I don't know if any of you, whether your wife or your husband, expect you to read the mind, but I told her, unless you tell me, I don't know. Just say it, because I think we passed that stage.
But now, but to be honest, you have gotten better because now you can read the signs and symptoms. If I behave in a certain way, you know, okay, fine, she's a bit stressed out. I know what to do. I'm going to clean this house, get the kids in the bath, right? Get them a snack. And then I'm going to, you know, put on a favorite movie. And one of the things is like, you've actually, I must say, thank God for that, is I have to say this to the men, please do this for your wives, because this really changed things.
Shall I also pay attention?
Yes, please do. One of the things is Ken likes a certain type of movies, right? I'm not one of the persons who like violent, aggressive, too high-strung movies, right?
Yeah.
I tend to always
blood, boy.
Okay.
Blood.
And I don't like swearing and all that funny things. And
Yeah.
sometimes if you want to watch a movie and I'll watch it and I'm like, oh gosh, this is getting too hectic for me.
Yeah.
Now I am very soppy. I like all the romantic movies and, you know, really like, you know, gully movies.
Sorry,
rom-coms.
No reading minds. Yeah, that's right. We don't read minds, my friend.
Is that a Jonas thing?
Yeah,
And but you have really taken to watching what I watch, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you call. That's what you call compromise.
Yeah, but to an extent where Ken will see something flagging up in Netflix or flagging up, you know, in Sky or wherever, whatever, and you'll say to me, Rosh, guess what? I saw this movie. I think you'd really like it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have never known this movie was up because I'm not really like online all the time watching movies. And I was like, God, I love you so much.
Shall I go in there now?
And when the movie, when we watch the movie, it's like so good. I'm like, oh, I really love you. You know, you have to say that.
But then what happens?
Oh, tell me.
But then what happens?
Tell me.
Number one, she'll get bored.
Of what?
Of the movie.
But I'm saying to you, I love the movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're already projecting what's going to.
What do you mean? I've lost you now.
No.
Okay.
The way you would do it, you because your mind works in such a way, especially maybe if it's a mystery, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Then you will fast.
No, don't say I'll get bored because I'm not understanding what you're saying. Basically, I'm one of those people that can be quite annoying when you watch a movie with me. Just say it like it is, right?
Yeah.
Because I got a very analytical mind. So when it comes to movies that have like a romantic rom-coms or any movies that are murder or crime mysteries, already about 5, 10, 15 minutes in the movie, I know exactly who the likely suspects are. By 20 minutes, I know who the murderer, who's next to get killed. And I tell him. And that just kills it for him. So I'm quite annoying, aren't I?
Yeah. And that's only one part of it. The fact that she will tell you the movie, so, oh, right, that person, you see that person there?
Like James Bond. Remember, I figured it out in the first 30 minutes.
But the other annoying thing is, say, for example, we decide to watch a series together.
Oh, okay. And that's one of the things we do to keep things exciting. Stop it.
I had a freezing moment there, but there's a time when we would watch a series together.
A time we still do. There's lots of series that we choose.
Even up to now.
And we do it together. That's one of the things that bonds us because we choose a series.
Yeah, but then what do you do? Then I'll come. She get impatient, and when I come back, maybe the end of the week. All right, let's go down. We sit down. We take. Okay, let's just for the next hour or so. Let's just sit down. And say no. She said no. I've already seen that part.
But I stopped doing that now. Even if I've seen it, I keep quiet and I watch it with you. I watch it with you.
She will fast forward the movie. I mean, there's a couple that we started watching, and she said no. She went already to the last season. Say okay, don't worry. I just don't bother to watch it because I was.
But there have been some that we finished, and I've been quite.
And the thing, sometimes it's not even about the movie. Sometimes it was the fact that I enjoyed just sitting with you.
And we're sharing common interests. It's like men watching football, like, yeah.
Or watching Gogglebox.
I mean, we could do Gogglebox. I think it will be, I'll be quite hysterical, actually.
I will not do Gogglebox.
No, fair enough.
I will not do Gogglebox. Anybody interested in doing Gogglebox?
Let's see. Not asked.
Let's see what you say then. So let me just get it up there. If not asked to rub feed, then I will.
Well, Danny, that's an
Maybe
interesting thing
maybe-
that you put a point that you put
maybe
out there.
fine.
So, honey, when it comes to the mastering of
Wow.
the rubbing of feet,
Wow.
where would you rate yourself, honey?
You've touched a very sensitive point there, sir,
And a very valid point as
and a
well.
very valid point.
Mm.
I think I've been trained. I think that's the best way I can put it. I have been trained. Now I'm at a place where, say, for example, even when we sit down and we watch a movie, she will just, put her feet on my lap. She won't say anything. She will just wiggle her toes.
Sometimes I don't even do that. You just go and grab for the lotion. You just take the lotion. Now it's the lotion on the back of there.
Where's the
There's
lotion?
everywhere.
Yeah, you just put lotion
Bottles everywhere.
so
in
that
the
you
house.
don't have to go upstairs to
Yeah.
go and get the lotion, because it's more effort, isn't it? But if it's right there, then you can just massage the feet.
So I'll rate you out of 10
Uh,
on that one.
how much will you give?
12 out of 10.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, because
You got a
because your
PhD.
feet. Listen to this. Our feet is more moisturized than
I got the best feet. Even when I go for my pedicure and say, oh my God, you got such lovely feet.
her feet is more moisturized than her face and her hands. Because I'm always like this, baby. No, man, come on, my hands are kind of like getting muscles.
No,
I'm
but
getting-
now you don't even stop. I feel so sorry. I even fall asleep and I wake up. I said, baby, you can stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you touched on a very good one there, sir.
And
If you
women, I
wanna
don't know about other
if
women,
you
but
want-
I love it.
if
I
you
love it.
wanna gain brownie points, Denny, get into that feet massaging thing. You come back and you let us know.
Feet massage, head massage, even.
Head massage, yeah.
Shoulder.
Oh, anyway, that's for us. Anyway,
Yeah.
she loves it.
Yeah, I love massage.
But the fact that you
And
brought,
it's cheaper if you do it as well.
otherwise you have to go and
Because
pay
if you
somebody
send
else.
me to a massage-
Otherwise, you have to pay for somebody else to do that. But yeah, if you get into that, let us know. But yeah, I think
you,
from
may,
our
you,
side.
you made me think about something as well, actually.
Okay.
So one of the things Ken does, like obviously I don't know. I'm just speaking for I don't know about other ladies out there, but me, for example, I think you've trained me to kind of like certain things by the things that you've done for me. Right?
Okay,
Like
yeah.
one of the things I don't like is jewelry and stuff. I don't see the point of having lots of jewelry.
Which is unusual for the Indian
yeah,
person, isn't
yeah, I
it?
know because maybe because growing up as an Indian person, when a child is born, they get jewelry. When they get married,
Yeah.
they get jewelry. So I'm not really a jewelry person. I can't see the point of having more than one ring, one chain, or whatever.
Yeah.
But you have always, since I've met you, you've always bought me jewelry. I mean, one of the most
Yeah.
important pieces of jewelry I've got, because I'm trying to think about the things. I remember we probably married not even 3 or 4 months, and we went down to South Africa, to Durban from Joburg to see my family. And we were in Durban at the time, so we went to this mall there in Durban. It's a very Asian community, so you see a lot of Indian stuff, clothing, jewelry. And I remember going into the store and saying to you, "Oh, I really want this for you to purchase me." Like when you get married, like in the Indian way, you tend to have like a chain around your neck that's made of solid gold. It's a color,
Okay.
like a tali. That's like your ring.
Okay, so
Yeah?
what about it?
But obviously, we know not Hindus, we're Christians. So I said to Ken, I really want some Indian jewelry. I want you to buy me some Indian jewelry, because when I got married, mommy gave me my Indian jewelry, remember? And I said, I want you to buy me some Indian jewelry. And you bought me this. If anybody who's Indian knows about a Mangal Sutra,
Yeah.
it's a very, Indian thing to have. It's like white, it's gold and black beads.
Okay.
And you remember you bought that for me?
Yeah.
And that's one of the most, for me, all the jewelry I have, that is one of the most important pieces of jewelry I own. I love it.
So
That is very symbolic to me.
So how do you connect that with what we're talking about?
Because I told you a few times about it. And I remember when we went to the mall, and this is like, wow, we married almost 23 years. This was like probably few months after our marriage, probably less than 6 months we were married. We went to see mom and dad back home in Durban. And I remember when we went to the shops to look at things, and you remembered what I wanted. And you said, isn't that the thing you wanted?
Yeah.
But obviously the chains were so expensive. I mean, newly married and everything, can't afford all of that. But you end up getting me a bracelet.
Yeah. Now my point
Yeah.
is this: how do we connect that with the you trying to make a what I'm trying
So trying to make a point, okay, keeping things
Yeah, you know what?
exciting.
Yeah.
Talking about things that make, for me, now I'm excited about I expect jewelry nowadays. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I expect jewelry, like I like it. I don't even wear all the rings and all the chains you buy me, but I expect it. So like recently I've been through quite a few things in my life.
Yeah.
And I know with every child baby that I've had, you've always bought me something gold or
Yeah,
diamond.
yeah.
Right? And with every trial or tribulation I went through my life, you always buy me something to remember of the victory over the sickness or whatever. I'm still waiting for one more, but anyways, that's fine.
Yeah, I think there was a time when I told her. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. There was a time when I was saying, I'm just going to buy you, because they were a birthday. I will buy you.
Nothing to tell me. Which one is
You're
it?
being cheeky now.
I'm just saying there's a lot of things to tell me, baby.
Cheeky monkey. No, remember I was saying to you that.
What's a Lonnie Facebook user?
I'm not sure. It's just a comment, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. When you were saying that, you see now it's went now.
You forgot.
I forgot.
It wasn't important. You'll remember. But now going back to the jewelry things, what I'm trying to say to you, it does make me feel like, wow, you made me like certain things and expect certain things. If you treat a lady for a lady long enough, they start to believe they're a lady. Yes. And one of the things, let me tell you another thing I don't like. I don't like fresh flowers. Yeah, I feel like it makes me sad when somebody gives you fresh flowers. It's the effort the person took to buy the flowers and bring the flowers to you, and then it dies, and then you chuck it away. And I feel like for me, I'm a very emotional person, and I'm so grateful for the effort that somebody took to buy me those flowers. I will keep it. So I think when I had my first 2 babies or whatever, I was getting a lot of flowers. I said, you can't, no more flowers. I don't ever want you to give me flowers. You made you use what used to it. That was the point. Yeah.
Yeah, I always do that.
Yeah, you. That's right.
Yeah,
that's
because
so right.
when you start getting into a habit.
Yeah, it's good to create that experience. It's like I'm quite completely deviating from this. Like if you want your daughter to marry a good man one day, you need to date your daughter first and show her what a good man, how a good man should treat her, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And make her have high expectations. So no man can just come and walk into her life and treat her just anyhow. If you're not treating me like the way my daddy treats me, get to the back of the queue. Simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So getting to the point about flowers, for example, and jewelry, is that you kind of train me to like them, because I give you, like, remember, this was I think after Jordan or Jane, I can't remember. I was getting all these fresh flowers and like, don't buy me fresh flowers, because for me, I love you so much, and when you buy me those flowers, I know it's a sign of your love, but then it dies, and then I have to throw the flowers away. So it got to a stage where I was taking those flowers, the petals, do you remember? And I was putting it into my Bible. Do you remember? And I still, if I find some of those Bibles that I've got, they still have the petals of the roses and the flowers you gave me. I'm like talking like almost like how old is Jordan, 20 years old. Like, they're in my Bible and my books, because I want to keep something. I remember even recently one of our pastors dropped me some flowers, and it's still the windowsill, because I cannot chuck it away. And I was like, I want to chuck it away until it's completely dead and gone. There's nothing left.
So
like, when I was sick, remember people sent me flowers from work. I had it until it was like.
So the chance of you chucking me away is
very unlikely. I'll have to keep a piece of you. I have to keep a piece of you somewhere. But what I'm saying is, now with flowers, I love flowers now. I love it. I love it so much. You tend to always do this for me. Especially when you're in a bright mood, I've had a tough day. I'm feeling a bit low. I'm not feeling well. It's like, okay, let's do something. So there's flowers all over the house.
Yeah, but does that keep things exciting?
Yeah, it keeps it exciting. And I know it's just like your gentle way of saying me, subtle ways of saying to me, I love you. And the thing is, what you do as well, bless you. I love him so much. I don't get involved with any of the flower preparations. You find the vase, you fill the water. All of that makes me feel like it's an effort. It's an effort. I'm sorry. I'm a bit spoiled about that.
Let's find out if there's anything that you guys do. Maybe you can give us some tips that we can take.
It's the next level.
Yeah, because I've run out of ideas. I've run out of ideas now, man. Sometimes when you kind of like do the same thing, obviously there's certain things you do that she likes, but if there's any new ideas, maybe what do you guys do to keep things exciting? I mean, just let us know. As I said, kind of like rubber feet whenever, without even being told. Kind of like just do bits and odds here and there that she got used to over the years.
Yeah, because sometimes you get used to think, oh, you need to try something new. I mean, one of the things we've been trying new recently, I know you've really been pushing me and I haven't been too keen, is what have we done like recently? Try and think about, where did you take me away to?
I can't.
Did we not go away recently, baby?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so you took me away to like a really nice place, isn't it?
Oh, you're talking about the mini holiday we had, you and yeah.
So you arranged it all with the kids, with the girls, and
Yeah, that helps
that
because
really
I
helps.
think
Romantic getaways.
yeah,
I have to put it down in my note because I have to remind.
yeah.
Yeah, and
But I think especially now with the older girls being out of the house,
it's a bit more
that
challenging.
has become a little bit more challenging to do because now you have to find a babysitter.
Yeah, but they have said they'll come and
Yeah.
change their plans to come and
Yeah.
support us on our journey to keep things.
Yeah, because it's nice. I don't know if you guys ever have some getaways, maybe a
It's
weekend,
important. Oh my God,
1 or 2 days. We never really had the opportunity to do that because we chose not to.
Yeah.
Because of the kids. Now that we are in the season where we really want to do it, now I feel like because now because you thought all right, you got the 2 older girls, but now because they've got their own things going, you have to like make an appointment with them
With
first.
them to come and babysit us. We have to diarize it as well.
You have to check. You have to check their you have to check their diary
Nice one, Danny
first.
got there.
We have one date night.
With one dessert dish. That's a nice one. I like that.
Oh
We
yeah.
can spoon feed each other as well.
Yeah.
But remember, the lady always gets
the
a
one
bigger
date
portion.
night for one dessert to share. All right. Is that once a month, once a week, sir? How often do you do that? Is it something that is like a routine that she expect? Yeah, let us
I
know.
like it on there.
Um,
But hold on, we'll get to that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
let us know. Let us know. It will be good because obviously that's one that I'm actually gonna take that one home with me. I'm already home, but I'll take I'll take that one. I'll put it down in my notebook. That a dessert. Yeah, and it's cheaper too because now you don't have to buy 2 desserts. You buy one, bro. I shouldn't have said that, Danny. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that one. That one is a money
I'm going to
save.
cut you down now. You're over talking this point. Another one, baby. Another one that I've actually pushed you
Yeah.
to do, and we've been trying to do this for the last, I think, few months.
Yeah.
You probably knowing my husband, he will not remember this
Okay.
because I always have to remind him.
Okay.
Is I've said to you, I would like to go to bed together in the night.
Hey, that's why it's hard.
It's a hard one because our schedules are different, and I tend to. But now the way the routine is that you put the baby. Well, call her the baby. She's 5, but she's always going to be our baby. You take the baby upstairs and put her down, right?
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what you do.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm trying to get to where that's exciting part. Yeah.
So you put her down.
Yeah.
And then obviously now because you have to put it down, and then we have to take her and put her in her room because otherwise she wants to sleep in our room still, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, Rosh, I've got lots of work to do. I said, please just come and lie down with me. The feeling of at least you lie next to me before I sleep. I don't even know what it feels like to lie on your chest because as soon as we have a cuddle moment, that she's like a shark. She comes in there for a cuddle as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's always like there in between the sheets.
But you know what she's been doing recently, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I have to put her down. That's just kind of like just on a side note. When I have to go and put the little one down, guess what? She'll put me to sleep.
Yeah. And then I'll be sitting downstairs, and it's happened quite a lot.
She would
last few weeks.
Then like 1.5 hours
I'm like,
later.
where are you? I'm waiting for you. The movie. I'm almost finished the movie.
Yeah, they were supposed to start to watch a movie or something. I said, no, let me just go and put it down. 1.5 hours later, she called, where you be? So the baby put me to sleep, man. She put me down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But we have turned because I also put her down. I think she sleeps much quicker with me.
Yeah.
We have like our planned.
Okay,
session.
so let's see. So Dan says, we try once a week, sometimes.
Sushi at the beach.
Sushi.
Oh my goodness.
You're making us jealous now, sir. Come on now. Sushi at the beach.
Oh my goodness. That's very romantic.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay, honey.
Wow.
You need to do something, baby.
Yeah,
Come on.
we
I want to go to the beach. Maybe not for sushi. I'm not a sushi lover, but maybe something else at the beach.
Oh man, once a week. That's really good. I think the often we do it, the better it is because now that become kind of like a. And I think it's not even so much about what you do during the time. It's just being together. I think that's the key. Man. That's why we need to. We haven't done A happy hour. I think I need.
My gut is in a very happy place. We need
But
to calm
happy
down.
hour.
Yeah.
But happy hour. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
But we will try.
We
We'll
need to
try.
kind of like have to
We do a modified happy hour.
happy-
Maybe a lot of salad.
no, we can't do a salad happy hour. That won't make you happy. That won't make you happy. Okay, now let's bring one more and just see
Okay.
what else is there.
This
that you-
one is one I like.
Oh, what is
You're
it?
very good at that. Read that point I made. Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me what things that you do that you know. I'm like, oh, because the thing is about I don't know,
Keeping things. Okay, remember now we're talking about keeping things
exciting.
exciting, yeah. And I think, and what we've mentioned, it takes effort. From my side anyway, it takes effort. You kind of like have to think about it. You have to be conscious. You got to be there to actually say, all right, this is what I'm going to do during the course of the day, or maybe at night, or maybe in the morning, just to keep things going. Now, one of the things I guess that falls under that category is okay, for gentlemen, just behave yourself.
Just get to the point, darling. Oh my goodness.
It's when you kind of like intentionally would be affectionate through touch, isn't it? And now not touch for any specific, right? All right.
Yes.
Let's touch.
No.
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 Not that kind of touch. Just touch to show affection.
Yeah, it makes me giggle and laugh a lot because one of the things you like to do is kiss me on my neck and it tickles. I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
But it's like, and it makes me laugh, and that laughter just makes your heart so much lighter.
Yeah,
I'll be so
it's
intense,
medicine,
maybe
isn't it?
cooking or doing something completely distracted in my own world. Because when I'm
Yeah.
focused on something,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
focused on
Then
something
you
and get it done.
Yeah, that's it. Otherwise,
And then you come there and then he's like, oh, you come want to hug me or whatever. I'm like, what's going on? I said, what do you want? I always feel like you have an agenda. But it's just like, no.
that's not a good thing. If
Yeah.
you think, oh, you're coming to touch and all that, you think you have no, baby. I just
but I kind of get the message now, and it's like
Yeah.
one of the things I do now. I don't know, a few times, like, Kenny, come here, and you think, oh God, she says, I love you. Now they say, I love you.
Yeah.
Kenny, come here. Ken, I'll be screaming, and he's like, why is she screaming? What's wrong? You okay? I love you. Bye-bye. Silly things like that. It's endearing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's almost like I don't have to ask you to come out of the office. And then you'll come about 15 minutes later. Come and sit down. Say, what's wrong? You okay? So I'll just come watch a movie with you. Or join you. You know what I mean? It inspires you.
And exactly, and you kind of like, because now I know that I'm busy.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're saying. I need attention.
Yeah, it's like, but something is nudging in my head. Like something sitting on my shoulder. Say, you better go, otherwise you will hear somebody calling and say, "Oh, like, yeah, I haven't seen you for a while." But yes, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we've kept you on here for quite a while. Yeah, pretty much an hour.
Yeah.
But keeping things exciting is really important. And we've kind of like just been trying.
Yeah, we have been trying.
And I think obviously you gotta try and do it in all areas. You even know what I mean. Keep it exciting in all areas. Like it's like,
how do you keep things exciting in all areas?
In all areas. No.
Oh my goodness.
No, obviously I don't want to go there, but I'm just saying, whatever you need to do to keep the fire burning, let's have the conversation and say, all right, baby, what's allowed to, to make sure the fire is burning nicely.
You're so funny. I don't even know what you just said.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, my husband sometimes.
But that's marriage for you. It's work, and but it's an amazing journey.
It's amazing
because
journey. But you still like me, don't you?
I don't think like is kind of like a gentle way to say it. Yeah.
Well, I still like you.
Yeah.
And when I'm upset with you, what name do I call you?
Kendrick.
I don't ever call you Kendrick ever, do
I? Oh
yeah,
that's
one of the things we don't ever. I don't even know. Even when I hear you say my name, it's like,
yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Say my name, by the way.
Rochelle.
Oh.
I never say that.
You never call me my name. I always have different like things. But
I never.
It's so nice when you say it.
Yeah, I never call her by a name since it's always baby or Rosh or Honey or Roshla.
my auntie used to
But
call me.
hey, listen here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it a night. It's really good to have you guys coming on here and joining us. And we appreciate your time. And it's such an honor for us to share our journey and our experience and story with you guys. And the very fact that you are on here, it means a lot to us. So thank you so much. Have an amazing week.
Keep it exciting.
Keep the fire burning. Come up with ideas, be creative, and
Share your ideas with us as well.
and
We'd like to know as well.
and please and thank you so much for sharing those ideas with us, Denny. I've got that takeaway now.
The beach.
I love the one with the dessert. I found a cheaper way to take her out. Just buy one and say, "Oh, baby, we don't need two. We just share." I love that one. That one is the best.
Budget saving,
But
especially in these times.
yeah, it's a brilliant one. I love that. Just eat one ice cream. You lick and then I lick. Yeah, that's it. But thank you so much. It's good to have you guys on here, and have an amazing week. And we'll see you guys
That comment on there.
soon. Where is that?
Up there. Above.
This one.
What's that there?
I don't know. It's just look.
Oh,
just
I haven't
comes
seen that
up.
before.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you soon, and have an amazing week. Okay. All right. Bye bye now.
Bye bye. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.